Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the weekly market outlook. So I went on a 2 weeks break. The month of August wasn't really looking good after the second week. All right, yes, the second week of August we caught 200 plus pips on the market, right, in my swing trading room. But after that week, the following week wasn't good. All right, yes, and in general, the month of August is not really a good month. All right, because within that month, central banks go on a summer holiday and all that. So August is not really good for the currency market. So I thought it wise to go on a 2 weeks break and then come back. All right. And I'm back. Yes, officially I'm resuming next week. So on this note, just as I normally bring you, I'm here to bring you the weekly market outlooks for us next week is concerned. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, do also click on the subscribe button and smash notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. So before we delve into the chat to see what is happening, what is yet to happen, let's delve into or head to the economic news calendar to see what is up for us so far as next week is concerned. So on Monday, the 4th of September, we have Labor Day for Canada and US. Right? So those are bank holidays. So take note of that. On that same Monday, we have balance of trade high impact news. So we have Euro high impact news. All right, that is for Germany. Balance of trade. We have unemployment change for Spain. We have bank services PMI, Judo bank service PMI for Australia. We have retail sales monitor for year over year for the month of August for GBP. On Tuesday, we have the interest rate decision for Australia. They're looking at maintaining the interest rate at the previous rate. All right, the previous rate is 4.1, or the current rate is 4.1%. So they are looking at maintaining the same interest rate. So let's look at what happened to that too. We also have the service PMI for Spain for the month of August. We have service PMI for Italy for the month of August. We have service PMI for France for the month of August. We have service PMI for Germany for the month of August. We have the service PMI for the Eurozone. Then we have the S&P Global service PMI for GBP. We have the ECB Gondos speech here. So this is more or less like a speech. I don't know what it's about, but it is a high impact news happening on Thursday. So take note of that. We had the GDP growth rate for Australia. All right, yes, this is going to be a very, very major news on Wednesday. Right, yes. So I'll look forward to that. And we have retail sales year over year for the month of July. We have retail sales month over month for the month of July as far as the Eurozone is concerned. We also have the S&P Global Service PMI. For USD, we have the ISM Service PMI for the month of August for USD. On Thursday, we have the balance of trade for Australia. We have the Bank of Australia. Yes, it's a speech that is basically we talk about the interest rate announcement and all that. So take note of that. We have unemployment rate for Swiss franc. We also have retail sales year by year for Italy. We have retail sales month over month for Italy. We have employment change for Eurozone. We have employment change year over year. This is quarter over quarter. This year over year for Eurozone. We have initial jobless claims for the month of September for the USD. We have jobless claims 4-week average for USD. We have continuing jobless claims for USD. Then you have the IBPMI for Canada. On Friday, there's a bank holiday. I won't even bother to even find out or see what it is because it has no impact on the market. So let's skip it. We have the Euro CPI, that is CPI for Germany. We have unemployment rate for Canada. Then we have employment change for Canada. So that is just that for the high impact news as far as next week is concerned. All right. So that is just that. Let's delve into the chart and see what is happening. We start with the dollar index. So we are in a new month, all right? Yeah, the month of September. And whenever we find ourselves in a new month like this, we don't want to basically, in the beginning, it's less easy, or it's a little bit difficult to know where price will get into, all right? Especially if neither the buy side or the sell side of the EPTA data range is being taken. All right, this is the situation we find ourselves in at the moment for the dollar index. But looking at the yield market, all right, looking at the yield market, the yields, it's really very, very bullish at the moment. The yield market is very bullish. The bond market is very bearish. All right, and we all know currencies chase yields. All right, currency chase yields. So if the yield market is strong, then definitely the dollar index is still looking strong at the moment. All right, yeah. So based on what is happening on the yield market, I'll look at the dollar index to in a same view. All right, yeah. So I will expect to see the dollar index continue to push to the upside. So definitely my next draw on liquidity is going to be the previous 20-day high. So as it stands now, I'll look forward to see price continue to push to the upside. Definitely, I'll bring you the daily Forex update. All right, that is where we'll go into lower time frame to see what is happening as to whether clearly we'll see price continue to push to the upside. But as it stands now, all I can tell you is that I'm still bullish on the dollar index. All right, yeah. So that is just that for the dollar index. Let's look at what is happening on Euro GBP. Yeah, so for Euro GBP for some time now, price has been in a consolidation. All right, yes. So we haven't really seen any clear direction so far as Euro GBP is concerned. So I wouldn't really talk about Euro GBP for now because we are not seeing any clear direction for some time now. Price is still in consolidation. So until I see price move out of this consolidation, then definitely I wouldn't really talk about Euro GBP for now. All right, yeah. So that is just that. Let's look at what is happening on CAD CHF. So all these are index pairs that I look at. All right, I've told you why I look at these pairs. So that is just that. For CAD CHF, we've seen price taking out the sell side liquidity. All right, whenever a sell side liquidity is being taken out, the next thing is to target is the buy side. So as it stands now, and this is how Friday candle closed. So as it stands now, I would want to see CAD CHF push to the upside to take out these buy side liquidities we are seeing here into the zone right here. All right, yes. And so by seeing CAD CHF pushing to the upside, then that means a stronger CAD against a weaker CHF. All right, you see what happened because we have high impact news for CHF and then CAD next week. So definitely we are going to see what will happen in the market. Yeah, so that is just that for CAD CHF. Let's look at what is happening on GBP USD. Yeah, so we now move into the negative correlated USD pairs. So GBP USD, you've seen GBP USD move up a little bit. All right, yes. So right after price taking out the swing low, we've seen price forming a swing high right here. And look at what happened when price opened. All right, let me shift this line here a little bit for you to see. Price moved above the open price, then you saw price selling. So as it stands now, I'm bullish on the dollar index. So I would expect to see GBP USD push a little bit up, then we see a continuation to the downside. We take out the previous 20-day low and then the previous 60-day low. All right, yeah, so that is going to be my expectation so far as GBP USD is concerned. Let's look at what is happening on AUD USD. Yeah, so for AUD USD too, since I'm bullish on the dollar index, definitely I'll be looking for a sell opportunity so far as AUD USD is concerned. All right, yes, we've taken out the a buy side liquidity right here. We're taking out the buy side liquidity right here. So my next target is going to be the sell side liquidity. All right, yes. So my next target is going to be the sell side liquidity. So I would expect to see price push up a little bit, then we see a push to the downside. Yeah, so that is going to be my expectation so far as AUD/USD is concerned. Let's look at what is happening on USD/CAD. Yeah, so for USD/CAD, we've seen price push to the upside for a long time now. Yes, if you will remember, I really called out this. I was really expecting to see price push to the upside on USD/CAD some time back. That is on the month of August. All right, and it did definitely that. All right, yes, the month of August, yes, July, August, yeah, and it did definitely that. So for USD/CAD, that is just that. But going into next week, I would want to see price continue to push to the upside to take out the previous 20-day high as well as the previous 60-day high, because if you look at the current range that price is in, this range high and this range low. All right, yes, and then look at how close price is when it comes to their respective liquidity zone. So I would expect to see price push to the upside, take out the previous 20-day high and take out the previous 60-day high. So that is going to be my expectation so far as USD/CAD is concerned. Yeah, so that is just that. Let's go what is happening on USDCHF. And mind you, all these things I'm giving out to you are subject to change. Anything can happen going into next week. That is why I always stress on the fact that if you watch my weekly market outlook, make sure you don't miss my daily forex update, because if there is any change in trend, quickly I'll spot it. That is how I've been able to train myself on the market. I'm able to spot reversals in the market very quickly. All right, in that if I have a bias on the market going into the week, and somewhere along the line in the week there is a change in the direction of the market, I'll be able to spot it. And once I spot it, the only place I can make you aware of, or the only time you can hear it, is when you watch, if you watch my daily forex update, or you be in my Telegram community. If you are not in my Telegram community and just watch the weekly market update and you don't watch it daily too as well, I mean, you are not really doing yourself good. All right, you are really not helping yourself. So if you are watching a weekly forex update to know whatever I think so far as the direction of the market is concerned going into a new week, then do well to watch my daily forex update, because I bring you daily updates on how price has been doing so far. And so if there's any changes, definitely I'll tell you that yes, I said this is the direction I wanted to see in my weekly market outlook. But looking at how things are going, there's going to be a change. I need to reconsider my bias. Therefore, there's a change in bias, in my opinion. I will say this in a daily forex update. So if you don't watch it, you are doing yourself. You're not really helping yourself. All right. Yes. And it's the main reason why I bring you the daily forex update. So make sure you don't miss it. All right, I'll definitely bring the daily forex update every day. So make sure you don't miss it. All right, yeah. So that is just that. For USDCHF, I would expect to see price continue to push to the upside, taking out the previous 20-day high. All right, yes, previous 20-day high into these imbalances, and if possible we take out the previous 40-day high. Yeah, so that is just that so far as USDCHF is concerned. Let's look at what is happening on EURJPY. So for the yen is still weak. The yen is very, very weak. All right, yes, and the yen is very weak, and the euro is showing strength on a fundamental level. When you compare their interest rate, you realize that euro has a higher interest rate than the yen. The yen is still at negative 0.1, and I don't think any rational investor would sell euro and then buy yen. It doesn't make sense. All right, on a rational level, it doesn't really make sense to buy yen and sell euro. A rational investor will buy euro and sell the yen. So definitely EURJPY will look forward to see EURJPY what push to the upside. Sorry. So as it stands now, price is trading below the open price. All right, price is trading below the open price, which is very ideal for high probability bullish scenarios to occur. So as it stands now, I'll be looking forward to see EURJPY push to the upside. Yeah, so I'm bullish on EURJPY. Yeah, so take note of that. Yeah, that is just that for EURJPY. Let's look at what is happening on GBPJPY. Yeah, so EURJPY, GBPJPY, same plan. All right. Yes, yeah, so I'll be looking forward to see price continue to push to the upside on EURJPY, as currently price is trading below September's opening price. All right. Yes, so I'll look for to see price continue to push to the upside, but bear in mind the low of the month hasn't been formed yet. The low of the month hasn't been formed yet. Same thing applies to EURJPY. So going into next week, I wouldn't be surprised seeing price continue to push to the downside to form the low of the month of September before we see a push to the upside. All right. Most of the time, the low of the month forms after or within from the first and the second week. All right, within the first and second week of the month, that is where the low of the month forms. All right, based on my experience on the market, that is what I've noticed. All right, yeah, so within 2 weeks of the new month, that is where, if price looking bullish, that is where the low of the month is being formed. If price looking bearish, that is where the high of the month is being formed. So take note of that. All right, yeah, so we expect to see the low of the month form before we begin to look for what bullish prices on both EURJPY and GBPJPY. So kindly take note of that. Yeah, so that is just that for GBPJPY. Let's look at what has happened. Gold. Yes, I've added gold to my watch list. All right. Yeah, so going forward, we'll be analyzing gold too as well. So make sure you don't miss out on that. Yeah. So for gold on a fundamental level, or sorry, on a seasonal tendency level, is bullish. All right, it's bullish. But as it stands now, look at what just happened on gold. We've seen price taking out a buy side liquidity. All right, even though gold is still looking bullish at the moment, I think before we see price continue to push to the upside, there should be a low formed. All right, yes, once a swing high has been taken, there should be a low or a higher swing low formation. And look at something here. There's a fair value gap right here. There's a fair value gap right here. I don't know if you are seeing it, but yes, that is a fair value gap. You are seeing a fair value gap right here on gold. And so going into next week, I want to see gold push into this fair value gap right here to form a low before we see a push to the upside. All right, yeah, so that is my expectation so far as gold is concerned. I'm looking forward to see price push to the downside to fill up this fair value gap, then we see a continuation to the upside. Yeah, so that is my expectation so far as gold is concerned. Yeah, so that is just that for the weekly market outlook. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, click on the subscribe button and smash the notification bell so that whenever I post a new video, you will get notified as soon as possible. If you haven't joined or you're not part of my Telegram community, check the description box below. The link is there. Click on it and be part of the Clairvoyant Traders Telegram community. I'll come your way again another time with the daily Forex update. Make sure you don't miss it. Make sure you don't miss my daily Forex updates. Peace.